Draped up, stand up, nigga, no makeup.
What's happening, Big Brody?
What's happening? What's happening? Sorry about that little technical difficulties. But anyway, what's up, everyone? And welcome to Leave It on the Court podcast with me, your host, Jay Dons, and my little bro, Giannis, where we talk about everything basketball, NBA basketball. I'll lead everybody to go to that YouTube channel one time. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, catch us on Instagram, of course, every Saturday at 6. Make sure you hit us up on TikTok. Make sure you hit us up on Facebook, all the platforms. And we also have a giveaway for when we reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube to give away a gift card for PS5 or the new Xbox X Series. So make sure you look out for that. With that being said, Brody, what we got going on today?
Today, we're actually going to be discussing singular players and their playoff performance this upcoming NBA postseason. We're going to talk about the Milwaukee Bucks' rough start. We're going to talk about Johnathan Kuminga being benched. And we're going to get into Joel Embiid saying he's not going to be playing back-to-backs.
Super pause. We ain't getting into him. We're going to talk about him. Did he? No, he didn't.
Come on, bro. We can't be starting this early, man.
I'll just say it.
Joel Embiid made a statement earlier before the season even started that he don't anticipate playing back-to-backs this season. Now, there was an investigation launched by the NBA that ended up costing the Philadelphia 76ers 100 bans for our fans. That's $100,000 for the comments made after their investigation was concluded. Now, there was a lot of dialogue after that statement was made from the likes of Gilbert Arenas, Dwight Howard, Kevin Garnett, Perkins, about basically playing 82 games. What's your thoughts behind it, bro?
I think you set your team up for failure if you don't participate. In so many levels. Like, one, you don't get no, camaraderie with your teammates, and no continuity. It's no, you're not on the court together at the same time to build some type of chemistry to go for the long haul if you're not playing. The back-to-back thing is, I've never really been into paying people millions of dollars to sit down. This has been my philosophy for a long time. You asked to be this person in the league, not asked to be, but you pretty much asked by playing the way that you are to be one of the faces of the league. And you're choosing to sit down, and it's an example that you're setting for other people that's coming along into the league, for these young kids and stuff like that all look up to you, that think that you can just sit down through the game. So they understand that you feel like you need more respect because you've been doing this so long. But at the same time, what about all the respect you need to have for the players that came before you, for the Hakeems, for the Shaqs, for the David Robinsons and stuff, who would at least attempt to play a whole season, and people are paying to see you. Like, there's that part too, like, are you going to give the season ticket holders and the people that come to see you in other places, you going to give them back half the season money? You know what I mean?
It's a good question.
Because, a lot of people pay to see you, so if you can't be there, it's like, well, what's the point of paying for these expensive ass tickets if the person I want to see most isn't going to be there? So it hurts them in so many levels, and I just think that he needs to step up and hoop. Like maybe not. If you're gonna do that, don't play back-to-backs like every second back-to-back or something like that. But everyone, that's even though it only breaks down to maybe 10 or 15 games, it's still it works both ways. It's only 10 or 15 games, dog.
So I don't know. Did you get a chance to hear Joel Embiid's statements about the dialogue
Yeah,
that's been
actually,
coming his way?
I did. I watched the everything that he had to say about it, and that's where I got some of that from. Where he was saying he feels like I've been doing this. He said I've been doing this too long to get treated the way he's getting treated, like he's above reproach. Like
Right.
LeBron don't get scrutinized, like Kawhi don't get scrutinized and everything for missing times. You know, you're no better than nobody else, dog. You know, you're a major player in a major market, and you're deciding not to play games not based off health, just pure. I don't want to do it. That sounds.
So for uh, for our fans um, that didn't see it, Joel Embiid did make a statement about the fans. He's the response, the backlash he's been getting, and he basically said it's bullshit. I've done a lot for this city. I've done a lot for this game. Um, he also go on and say, I put myself at risk. And that's the statement I held on to. I put myself at risk. I don't know if y'all remember, but last year in the playoffs, um, doing a great performance, by the way, side of his a whole side of his face was frozen up, couldn't blink on one side. He was suffering from cerebral palsy. Um, because he decided to play through injury. Now, luckily, there's no lingering effects from it, not from what I see so far. But this is a guy that had back surgeries, multiple knee surgeries, shoulder, um, so on and so on. And currently, right now, he's dealing with a swollen knee and mental issues is what he was saying. He doesn't trust his body. He doesn't trust his knee in particular. So there wasn't a lot of clarity involved from the Philadelphia 76ers or from Joel Embiid about this injury that he's experiencing. But today, no, I'm sorry, not today, but yesterday, Joel Embiid along with Paul George were involved in practice. They played some 5-on-5. Said everything looks okay so far. So it's a good sign in the right direction. But you got people like KG saying that basically because he's not going to play in back-to-backs, because he's already had this mindset, you can't compare this game to yesterday's game. And basically insinuating that Joel Embiid is soft, or because Joel Embiid is missing, like these players or this game is soft. You had people like Gilbert Arenas just calling them out, saying that that basically this is what you signed up for. My question to you is: once you put your name on that dotted line, right? You sign an NBA contract to get paid whatever it is you're gonna get paid. Are you signing your body over? Like, does your body belong to the NBA now?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I got shit going on behind me, in front of me. Say it again.
For sure. KG made statements. Gilbert Arenas made statements. Kendrick Perkins made statements. Basically, like, this is saying no excuses. Can't compare this game to yesterday's game. Basically insinuating that he along with other players are soft or just don't want to play. When you sign that NBA contract at the beginning of your career, are you signing over your body to the NBA?
Yes.
Mm.
Even though it sounds so like, I don't know the word for that.
Mm.
It sounds out of pocket, like I'm signing my body over. But essentially, you want that $100 million, right? You want that $200 million, right?
Mm.
When you going to cash that check, them legs ain't hurting right then, I bet. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a double-edged sword in a sense that, yeah, you're giving up your body, but you're also taken care of for life. I need you to understand that part. For life. If you manage your money right, you won't ever have to worry about money again for the rest of your life. Now, after you retire, you might not be able to walk. You might not be able to walk right. Like I was listening to Kendrick Perkins, and he was saying that Ray Allen can't go on jogs and stuff no more because there's something wrong with his lower extremities or whatever
Mm-hmm.
because of the effects of playing in the league. But it's somebody who's unsigned right now that'll take all that just to be where you at, dog.
Whew. Whew, 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 whew.
So you have
That's a word.
there's that part. There's somebody somewhere that wish they had a knee problem in the NBA and they was making $100 million at the same time and they can choose not to play a game. Believe me, there are millions, maybe even hundreds of millions of dudes that would love to have the issue you having right now, bro. So that's the part that KG and them talk about. You are one of the 400 and however many players that's in the league that are chosen to play. 400, dog. You know how many people it is on earth for you to
Mm.
be one of them 400 and have an opportunity to get paid the way you do, to take care of your family the way you can. Everything in life, especially things with that higher price tag on it, comes with a price. And unfortunately, playing sports is the highest price because it's your body.
Right, right on. I just okay. So if I'm gonna give my honest opinion, the clarity part. Hey, look, man, I don't trust my knee right now. Philly. I keep getting swollen up every time I step on this court. Um, and I'm having a hard time trusting my body. So I am working with trainers. I'm working with other players to remedy this issue. But I will be playing this season. And I'm gonna give them all. Simple as that. I think that's the response that me as a fan would want to hear. Not, no, I ain't playing back to backs. uh, if I'm gonna spend the money that I gotta hear blood, sweat, and tears to earn to go spend it to watch your ass, and you tell me you ain't playing, I'm gonna feel away. Just as simple as that. Now, what I will say, what you could do, and I think Dwight Howard said, let me for maybe on these back to backs, maybe when I don't trust my body, maybe let me play 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Let me at least show my face, give 100, whatever I can to my team on this night. But I'm not just gonna sit out just for the sake of sitting out. Especially like if I'm feeling okay, like if my knee is even 70%, I know I'm not a point guard. I'm 7'1", 260, 280. I can catch it in the post, make a move, use my strength, whatever, or I can dish it out. I can find a cutter for 25 minutes, and I can let my teammates know. I can let my coach know that, and we can move that way. But to just sit out, I don't know about all that, man.
Yeah.
Now if you
Go
if
ahead.
you got an injury for real, go get it remedied. Go get the surgery. Go get the therapy. Get the rub down. Get the ice. Whatever. Remedy that, and then get on the court. But this predicting before the season start, I ain't playing back to backs. Come on, man.
Well, I mean, another thing too, you went and played in the Olympics knowing, fully aware you have this issue.
Yeah, buddy.
And you wasn't complaining then when you was out there trying to win that gold medal and stuff. So, but the Olympics ain't paying you.
Mm.
the Olympics ain't gotta watch you for 6 months or however long the season is, something like that. So there's that part too. Like, that's not fair to the fans of Philly for you to sit up here and go play in the summer knowing you injured and knowing that you're having a hard time with your knee, because even out there he wasn't
No,
100%. Then you
he
want
wasn't.
to roll over to the season, all of a sudden I ain't playing. So
And this ultimately, this is a good problem to have, right? People want to see you play, and we want to see you play so bad that we questioning your injuries at this point, right? Um, Me as a fan, there is some understanding, however,
mhm.
because I want to see this guy at least at 85% when the playoffs hit. He's that great of a talent. He was averaging 35 last year. The MVP was his. He was about to go back to back. He's that damn good. And yeah, man, I want to see you healthy in the playoffs, especially with a Paul George and Tyrese Maxey on your team. So I understand that part of it. But come on, man, you can give me 25 minutes a game. You can at least get me that on a back-to-back night.
Well, Will was saying that maybe players shouldn't get paid, and Streets was saying they might bring it up in the next CBA. That first of all, the players will never let that happen. Forget the owners. The owners ain't going. The owners, the players, like, y'all gotta pay us regardless if we sitting down or not. But I think the closest thing they did with that, Will, was trying to get this certain percentage of games in order to get certain accolades. I think that was a roundabout way of trying to make players play through injuries if you want to get these particular accolades and this particular money or whatever the case is. So I
Mm.
think that was their way of trying to control that. But at the same time, it's hard to tell a dude that's already rich, like, all right, we ain't gonna pay you if we ain't gonna pay you just for this particular thing, this small amount of money or something like that. If you don't play 75 games, they go, like, I got 400 million in the bank account. I ain't gonna get hurt. I ain't gonna get hurt too much if I don't, make this 65, 75 mark. So, you feel me? But people like him, Kawhi, and some others need to just call it a day. Hang it up. His players as 30s, as retired in their early 30s, to Barry Sanders and the linebacker from the Niners. It's people that call it a day because their body was just telling them, shut it down.
That's
Um,
it.
and
That's
I
definitely a conversation for another episode because we definitely gotta get into that one. The Milwaukee Bucks, my other team with my favorite player, Damian Lillard.
bum, 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 bum,
It's having,
bum.
it has gotten off to a rough start, folks. 1-4 to be exact. Um, I gotta ask, how much of this blame do you place
God,
on Doc Rivers?
God, I told everybody last season I can't coach. Hey, sit down. No, to be honest, come back. Wait, play defense. Wait, what's defense? Hold on. Call the play. You
Oh
call the
man.
plays. I'm just gonna yell because coach. That nigga,
Ooh,
bro.
we getting comments already. Philly just cursed. I know you said okay. The Milwaukee Bucks are just cursed. BBM said place all the blame on Doc Rivers. Where
So,
you at with it?
so this is what my solution is. They should fire my ass.
Oh man.
Want to be a better team? Fire me, and hire somebody else. Just anybody else but me, and we'll be okay. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I've been showing you guys this for like 3 NBA seasons. I'm the worst loser ever in the playoffs. I'm known for tearing teams down and tearing players down because I run them in the hole like Tibbs. Matter of fact, that's where Tibbs got it from. Haha, bet you didn't know that. I'm a dumbass. Somebody fire me, please. That's the only way it's gonna happen, bro.
Oh man. So This 1-4 start. This is historically bad for Giannis because it's the worst start he's had since he's entered the NBA in 2013, 2014. He's been putting up great numbers, Giannis himself. And T Streets said maybe they should trade Giannis. Do you think Giannis would be open to that?
Hell to the no. He be open to trading Doc ass though. You see what you see what he did to the other coach I was messing up. That's how come Doc ass is there. In a minute, you know what I'm saying? He had about this much respect. It's probably about getting to this point, and then once we get to here, see you, Doc. Like Giannis ain't going nowhere. That nigga done been built fucking farmhouse out there. That nigga ain't going nowhere, man.
Yeah, he got the key to the city. Milwaukee is his.
Yeah, like they might trade our boy first.
Might trade our boy first. So last game against the last game against the Memphis Grizzlies, my dog, my favorite player, scored 4 whole points. He was 1 of 12 from the field.
You got
and a
one job. You got one job.
And
how you get me? They can't score for shit.
And a 23-point loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. So, let me see. First and only win came in the first game of the season against the Philadelphia 76ers. Dame had 38. Versus the Bulls, they lost. He had 28. He was 11 of 21 from the field, 8 assists. Against the Nets, 21 points, 5 of 13 from the field, with 7 assists. Celtics, he dropped 35 on the Celtics, 7 of 15, with 7 assists. And then he had the stinker yesterday. Now, in the interview after the game, he was talking about he was tired of losing, and he was trying to do whatever it is he could do to get his team going and not basically step on any toes. That was kind of cryptic to me. Because to me, it looked like he was having decent games, even though he was shooting poorly. He was still getting numbers, and his shooting splits wasn't that bad. What the hell was said to Dame last game for him to basically take his foot off the gas and try to play the way he was playing?
Well, you know Ray saying sometimes stats lie.
Yeah.
When you shooting the lights out, literally, and I'm not talking about in a good way, but you having high numbers.
Okay.
But you losing. See, winning cures everything. When you are scoring 25 and 30 and stuff, and you winning, ain't nobody tripping off getting the ball. But when you losing and you scoring them kind of points, people is like, well, I can help. Like, obviously, them points ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you pass the ball, somebody like you be dudes on the other side of the gym, you know, other side of the locker room, they talking kind of loud but low. Yeah, bro, if I just had the ball more, you know, might help us win, you know, and then can't get a shot off because, you know, niggas from Oakland be holding the ball and shit. Like,
Right. Oh my God.
Like, yeah, man. Yeah, I wasn't really touching, you know, in the interview. You walk past him, he down there, and everybody got the mic on. Yeah, I was trying to get in the game. I couldn't really get, find my shot because I really didn't touch the ball a lot, and things of that nature. You know, some players had poor shooting performances, but still chose to score a lot of points. You know, I feel like maybe there's one of them shots that person was missing. I could have been taken, and we might have had it, but that's nowhere here. Like, heck of like vague and on some suckers. So, you know what I'm saying? It'd be stuff like that. It could have been that, or the coach just came and just said, we got a few players are tripping, maybe if you pass the ball, make the team feel better about themselves, and you're a leader.
So,
don't listen to me, I'm fast, but just try and see what happens.
Before this episode of Leave It on the Court started, I was able to watch the first quarter of the Milwaukee Bucks game. They're playing tonight. They're playing against the undefeated Cleveland Cavaliers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think so. Full disclosure, I watched that first game. I missed the rest of them because I was like, okay, Brooklyn Nets, we about to beat their ass. I was like, Bulls, we're gonna beat their ass. And then uh, I watched some of the Celtics game, couldn't watch the whole thing. And Memphis, I was still at work. Then I got home real late. So I was watching. Dame got 18 points in the first quarter. He came out guns blazing. He was 4-4 from the 3-point line, made it to the free throw line a couple times, finished in the paint. Giannis, he was 4-for-4 from the field. He had 8 points. And he was beating the Cavaliers. They put up 35 points in the first quarter. What I noticed was, yeah, Dame was hot and whatnot, but what me, along with other fans, wanted to see was that pick and roll. That pick and roll. We figured Dame and Giannis and pick and roll would be deadly. What I've noticed a lot was it was a lot of Brook Lopez and Dame in the pick and roll. Brook Lopez is not a roll threat. Now he can shoot the three a little bit, but I guess I figured maybe he's a bigger body. That's why Doc Rivers would do that. But we need to see that Giannis and Dame pick and roll. And during that first quarter, while I was watching, Giannis just kind of camped out under the goal. What kind of offense is this, Doc? Also, what I want to say is free up Dame. Damian Lillard should be the number one option in his offense. He's the more dynamic threat on offense. He can shoot from damn near half court. He can finish in the paint. He can also score in the mid-range too. If you free up Dame, Giannis is the one who can get the rebounds, who can get fast break points, who can put pressure on the defense in a way that Dame can or any other player in the NBA can. If you free up Dame and make him the number one option, I think that opens everything up in your offense. Let him play how he's been accustomed to playing for 12, 13 years, 14, 15 years in the NBA. Do that, and I think you'll see a change in your record. How you feel about that, bro?
Sorry, bro.
No?
That's not how that's. First of all, Giannis needs to be the number one option.
Okay.
That's his team. He's the star of the team. They
He
need
is.
to be playing. They need to be playing like the Lakers play. 80.
Oh,
That's
I see. Okay. Mm-hmm.
how they should be running. Their game should be predicated like you are right about the pick and roll, but it should be predicated on Giannis getting the ball on a downhill, and if somebody collapse, the same you gotta have a LeBron effect. You got two shooters on the outside. You know what I mean? Somewhere
Mm-hmm.
throw the ball off to, but offensively, being that Dame can shoot, he's a little more dynamic, but Giannis is a more dominant player. I have a harder time stopping him from getting two than I would stopping Dame from getting three, because Dame will go to the hole. That's not what he's trying to. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to set you up for a step back, or he's trying to pull up. With Giannis, you want somebody going downhill. And this is what I'm saying. Dame doesn't necessarily have to be a part of the pick and roll. You can still free him up by drawing defenses into Giannis, and then you can kick it out to Dame, and he can still be open. Or if Giannis throws a good screen, he can come off the screen and pull up another thing that Dame is good at. You know what I mean? So it will free him up, and then also it would give the other team for when they do step up off the screen to help on Dame, offer him an opportunity to pass the ball to other players and involve them in the basketball game. But Giannis, you don't want to see Giannis with a step coming to the basket. That's foul trouble and everything. So you definitely want him coming downhill, and he has become a better passer. Dame just need to do what he's doing tonight. You know what I mean? He needs just because he's scoring a lot of points don't mean you're necessarily have to be the number one option. We're talking about how to initiate an offense in a sense. You don't have to be number one option in the offense initiating in order to still, not need to be able to get your points. You can still be the guy without being the guy. Because as a point guard, you have the ball freaking 90% of the time. So, you're the guy essentially anyway, But if you're, once again, you have to, that's where the leadership come in. You have to give a sense of belief to players like Giannis who need that confidence in knowing that I am the number one guy and stuff like that. Okay, so all right, we're gonna give you the ball. Giannis is more like, no, Dame, this you. But I feel like when he does that, it takes away from his game. Giannis needs to be the guy that won the championship the year they won the championship, just mad at everybody like I'm here to win. Another thing, Middleton is hurt. We're talking about a 3-and-D guy.
Thank you.
Talking about a 3-and-D guy that, would take pressure off both of them. Him not being on the court takes away at least 5 to 10 points for each player, for sure, because you have to stop him when he's on the floor. So, those them easier, the really, really easy baskets. Because imagine if you got him over there and you got Giannis and Dame in the pick and roll action, you can't pull from over there. You can't pull from over there. So they get to just, but if you notice, since he's been gone, that pick and roll action ain't working. But see, another thing with Doc's configuration of his offense, he's stuck in the late 2000s and the late 90s. Like, he's still stuck. You can tell when these offenses is like that because most of these older coaches run these simple offenses and stuff, and you'll see them run the same play but just with a different look. You know what I'm saying? And when you got coaches like JJ Redick, who's trying to innovate the offense and stuff like that, these are things that you got to do. You don't necessarily have to have Giannis and Dame in the pick and roll because, first of all, we haven't really seen Dame be good off of pick and roll. Him running pick and roll action and him being a lead passer, because that's really not his game. He's not really a passer like that. But there's ways that you can run actions and bring players around where they'll end up in a screen roll action to where he doesn't necessarily have to initiate it from the top. You know what I'm saying? You can bounce him off the pivot. You can bring him off the free throw line, have him come up, catch the ball off a screen while Giannis is coming up to give a screen. And then they just, they automatically, or when he catches the ball, they just automatically roll off into a screen. He doesn't necessarily have to stop, call a play. Giannis come up, screen, he can go to the corner, catch it he comes around this way, catches it from the guard. While he's coming around this way, Giannis is coming up from the baseline. So as soon as Dame catches it, screen his man, and they roll to the basket. There's ways that you can make this action work. So I think they just need to be a little more innovative in their offense in order to, create these actions for Giannis and Dame to get easier plays and scoring. But at the source is Doc, gotta get rid of my ass. Gotta get rid of me.
So right now, the Milwaukee Bucks offensive rating, they're at 24th, and their defensive rating is also at 24th. A lot to figure out, but it's a young season. Still got faith. Johnathan Kuminga was benched. Hit ESPN and hit other major sports media that Johnathan Kuminga was benched. Now, earlier I sent you a reaction from Gil's Arena, and they were talking about the reason why he was benched was because of him not signing the contract that the Warriors offered. So I did a little digging. Johnathan Kuminga was asking for basically a rookie max extension. He wants $35 million a year for 5 years. So that's about math, 175 million.
Yeah.
The Warriors offered 30 million a year. So that's fine. That's about 150 a year. 150 a year. So I'm sorry, 30 million a year. 5 years is about 150 million for the life of the contract. Do you think that Johnathan Kuminga was benched because of contract?
Not. I think he's benched because he's been playing bad. For when I
Okay.
get him, he hasn't been playing that great. And you know, if anybody knows about Steve Kerr, he's a stickler about that. If you ain't playing well, he'll bench your ass. He's known to do that. Ask Clay about it.
Ask Clay about it. There.
I don't know why. I don't know why is this so shocking to everybody that Steve Kerr will bench a dude. If you're not playing good, he'll sit your ass. Ask Looney. Ask a bunch of people who ain't playing up to par who's watching from the bench. So I don't. This is not an unusual thing. Secondly, that dude's an idiot. So you mean to tell me that you don't want to sign a contract for just because it's 5 million less or 7, 8, 10 million less than it, dude, 20 million, bro? Shut up. First of all, you ain't proven. Let's get that out the fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French. You ain't proved nothing yet. Everybody just been talking about your goddamn potential. Me personally, yeah, I see a lot of inconsistencies in your game. And there's a lot of things that you don't work on that you should have been working on for being on the bench and playing with the greatest shooter freaking ever. And you still, it's kind of like regular dude. And now they offered you a good contract off of being a regular dude. And now you want to sit up here and bitch about it because, dude, look, sometimes I wish I could meet people, right?
Right. Right.
And I can slap the shit out of dude. Sometimes I just want to one time, just like, bro, he's just sitting there and I just, hey, what's up? How you doing? Bam! Like, what are you thinking, bro? Like, one time, bro. I don't understand why these dudes constantly set themselves up for failure. You have not proven yourself. You have not done anything in this league to be asking for anything. Period. Like, it's not, in all,
Johnson.
in all honesty, and a player in your position, there is no market yet. Because, like, for rookies who get deals like the one you want, have played pretty good for the most part. Our team is desperate, and they need to keep the Warriors. One another thing, they ain't known for being desperate for nobody, dog. We will let your ass go, okay?
Um,
Sometimes you gotta read the writing on the wall, man, and just know where you at. Okay. Oh, y'all only 155 for the contract. How much guaranteed? Oh, 75. All right. Yeah. Give me that pen. You can't give me that pen fast enough. Let's go. The Warriors trying to pay me. Cause look, your boy Jordan Poole is a perfect example of what you should do when you really trash, right? You have a good season. They try to give you a nice little deal. You take that shit and you you pretend like you good. And then if you ever not good, right, you still paid. And you're working your ass into that direction, Playboy. Because the way you've been looking, you about to be in Washington with Jordan. That's where you about to be
so look,
without the contract. Because you a dummy.
if I had a lighter, I would have sparked it, man. Look, yeah, Johnathan Kuminga is young. He 21, 22 years old. He's 6'8". He jumping out the gym. The only thing that has changed for me is his confidence over these years. He's willing to actually take a shot. But to pay him like he's a second option, he has more growing to do. Yeah, he's full of potential, but potential don't win chips at this time because you have arguably one of the greatest point guards to ever play this game, or the greatest, however you consider him, and Steph Curry. For a guy like that, it's ring or bust. You want to get paid like a number 2 guy because that would make you the second highest paid player on the Warriors. You're like the meme says, you're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
That shot is still slow as hell. Every shot you take in the paint, you going, hey! It don't even look like you're actually trying to make the damn bucket. It look like you just want the foul. That's
And you're not LeBron. You're not gonna get the foul. So all that doesn't
you're
work.
not. So Andrew Wiggins is still outplaying you, and he makes less money.
That says a lot.
Now, look, for the record, there's a guy on Gil's Arena that he makes my skin crawl. He's going to have to be my next pet peeves. Rashad McCants. I feel like he's a
Right
fucking
streets,
I
you're
feel
not
like,
the guy. You're not him. Right streets.
bruh, he gets on my goddamn nerves, boy. He just wrong all the time, and he's loud and wrong. And when he's proved wrong, it's like he'll double down on what he said, bro. Like he's the type of dude. He trash.
He'd be like,
So,
man, the sky is blue. No, it's not. Nigga, get up. We're going outside. We're gonna go look at it. All right, let's go. We're gonna go right now. I bet you when we walk outside, that sky ain't gonna be blue.
so
Bruh,
confident.
everybody know the sky blue. Bruh, you can't make me believe the sky blue. Take him outside. Look, what that sky look like? Man, that's like lavender, bro. You don't know what you're talking about, bro.
He's one of them, bro. He's one of them. So
that's like Carolina-ish blue. Like, bro, you don't, bro.
Bro,
We was talking about though, bro. That ain't the blue I said navy though, bro. That ain't, bro. Like, yeah,
he's complete proof that just because you played the game doesn't mean you have a basketball mind or that you can talk it or teach it. He says some shit like regarding Johnathan Kuminga that he should run for the hills. That if he signed that contract, it's all going to come down on him, and he's going to be the scapegoat basically if the Warriors lose. And he was talking about how Steve Kerr keeps making lineup adjustments because basically no teams haven't figured him out yet. Why is he making substitutes? Why is he making lineup adjustments? Why he keep doing that? As a leader, and men, correct me if I'm wrong, man, you got to be able to have foresight. You got to be able to see the future. You got to be able to tell and what Draymond actually came out and said was it wasn't Johnathan Kuminga didn't get benched because of no contract. It wasn't because couldn't play. It was more so Steph Curry got injured. Just as simple as that. Steph Curry got injured, and we needed more shooting in the lineup. It wasn't going to work with Johnathan Kuminga, Wiggins, Draymond, and Trace Jackson. Where's your shooting coming from if you insert pods into the starting lineup? So what he did was bench Johnathan Kuminga. He started with pods, Moses Moody, actually, Buddy Hield, Draymond, Trace. Now that space look a lot different than the Wiggins and the Kuminga, right? So, and we ended up winning. And Johnathan Kuminga played the most minutes he played in the season in 28 minutes that game, and he had 20-something points. Matter of fact, his splits, he played 27 minutes that game. He scored 18 points off the bench. He went 6 for 12 with 4 rebounds and 2 assists, man, against New Orleans Pels. So, again, dude, mechanics. Every time I watch Gil's Arena, bro, I want to
reach to the screen and just jump his in.
Bro, and I'm not a violent dude, man, but
I mean, I like some of Gil's takes. It's
not Gil. It's not Gil.
Like I'm in and out with the show because it's hard to take the show serious because of McCants and Brandon. Brandon too. Brandon he goes on zero so fast. You know, he be cool. Yeah, man. No, dude, good. No, man, he good. No, you were just chill a second ago. Just, they can't really
is.
get it out. No, bro, he can't, like, bro, get it out. Get it out. What are you trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say. Like, but anyway, I think that y'all just need to leave Steve Kerr alone and let him do his thing, because Steve Kerr been whooping y'all ass with these little ass mixed up Don Nelson ass lineups for the last 8-9 years. So until he's getting the number one pick in the draft, which he's have done before, but it was based off injuries. Like, leave that man alone, man. He just won a championship, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. Like, nobody was saying this stuff then. Obviously, he knows his players. He's been around enough players and really good players to know when a dude, ain't fitting the concept. And like you said,
Motherfucking goats. He been around motherfucking goats.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Been around that man on that poster up there, man. Shit.
Yeah, and then we just say the dude was playing 12 people. So it doesn't really matter who's starting and who's not, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, he didn't start, but he played 28 minutes. So obviously he stick to what he was doing. And when you lose a key person like Steph Curry, it was funny what you said. You gotta have 3 dudes that can shoot to replace the one dude.
Shit.
That's crazy.
Whoa. All right.
That nigga's the GOAT, bro. That nigga raw as hell. He's raw as hell.
BBM. T.
Yeah.
Streets.
What's been called? I was watching some show. I can't remember what podcast. Oh, something. But Baron Davis was like, he's the greatest point guard ever. And I was like, is he?
Is he? it at least bare minimal. Bare minimum. You go, damn. Is he?
Magic can't shoot.
Bro.
That's the only thing. The Magic defense was so it's like
when B Diddy said
B, bro, he might be because like Baron made the point that we both made before. He's the only point guard ever that when he stepped past half court, you horror. Like, okay, at any moment, this little fucker can shoot it, right? So I gotta be on my toes. And then if I get too close, he might blow past me. And then and then he ain't gonna do it like, oh, I just moved past your leg. He gonna make a little bit. And you know what I'm saying? And do all this and stuff. So it's like, and then if he's shooting and he make it, it's like, I'm about to punch this nigga. I swear to God, I'm gonna punch him. Punch him. Like, that's, bruh.
No, what got me
past half court. I need people, all my basketball minds, the people who play with dudes that can shoot in the gym. And this dude, it's around, the little high school 3-pointer, because in your regular gyms, it'd be like that high school 3.
Yeah.
And he's shooting lights out. And you're like, God, this dude can shoot his ass off. Like, God, man, I ain't never seen nobody shoot like that. And he just come in and boom, he take 4 steps back. Boom. Now imagine that guy from half court.
From half court. In the NBA. For millions watching.
Imagine that guy from half court. You have to worry about that same shooting. Bro, that's not fair. That's not fair, bro. It's not fair.
That's why they call him a cheat code.
A total offensive game, because he can freak you on the layup, pause. He can hit the 3. He can step back 2. He can mid-range. He can floater. he can
It
do it,
depends.
and he'll give you 6, 7, 8 assists. You know what I'm saying? But since he has to be the leading scorer, I think that's why his assists stay in the 5 and 6 range and stuff like that. But if he had like great shooters, more these shooters with like such as Clay and stuff like that, I think his assists would be higher. But he's
They talk about what got me, bro, is when Baron Davis said, if you look up, be afraid. Like, if you go like this,
yeah,
like,
yeah. What you call? Yeah, what you call? You know how many people just jump just off him? Like you know what I'm
he
saying?
looked
Doing that.
up. If he looked up, be
Yeah,
afraid. Like, you know how
yeah,
much fear that
yeah,
pumps.
bro.
I don't care if you admit it or not.
Yeah,
It's in the proof's in the pudding because you see motherfuckers flying out they seat.
yeah,
Ah!
yeah.
If he look
Like,
up,
and believe me, I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I'm a Magic guy. Like the passes that man would make would be just so incredible, right? But this is all under the 3-point line, bro.
it is on fast break.
I need
Um,
you. I just think about one step past half court, y'all. I need let that sink in. One
we need to
step past half court, you're in danger.
look. Who
Bro.
BBM T Streets? I need y'all to type. Who's gonna have the better playoff turnout?
No, who's
Jason
going to
Tatum.
be are the worst?
We're gonna get into the. If we got a best, we got a worst.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just choosing to ask it in a positive way because we're gonna get into the inverse of that, right? Who's gonna
Niggas
have
trash. Oh, go ahead.
who's gonna have a better playoff run? Karl Anthony Towns, Jason Tatum, or Julius Randle? Bro, who's gonna have the best playoffs? Julius Randle, Jason Tatum, or Karl Anthony Towns?
Why you gonna make me answer this stupid shit? You are an asshole. You know that. I gotta
Yeah, so my wife tell me.
Jason. Hey,
What?
Jason.
Wait. Oh no! Oh shit! Oh, where Merc at? How come he ain't watching? I don't got his. I need to text him.
Jason in the part of the conversation. So Jason, out of these 3 trash ass niggas, it's gonna be Jason.
Why you say that? Because to
Cause,
me, he had a pretty lackluster. Even though he got a ring out of it, he did have a pretty
but he
lackluster
averaged
playoff
a
ring.
lot of points with that lackluster as playoff performance. And you know, a lot of people live on stats. So, you know, long as dudes putting up 37, whether it's a good 37 or a bad one, like they like, okay, he had a great. So we're talking about statistics. So far as helping a team,
Okay,
I really think Randall is going to be
Julius Randle, huh?
part of the reason why the Timberwolves get over the hump because Ant's figuring it out. He's figuring out how to get his off and involve everybody. He's really done become the point guard. They really need to trade Conley, to be honest, and get another shooter out there, or maybe even start DiVincenzo. You know what I mean? But Anthony is starting to get it. Cat, everybody right now is just hyped about Cat because he got the 44, but he was playing against a bunch of midgets. You know what I'm saying? Because Miami ain't nobody over 6'9". So when you 7'2", you better score 40. You better ask Shaq. Ask Shaq. I bet you he was doing all that, and Shaq was like, I don't care what he was doing because he's supposed to do it every night. You know, he's the biggest deal on the court, and your ass only averaged 13 points one game, and he scored 40. And you want the Dizzle to sit up here and be like, oh, he scored 40. Who cares? I scored 40 that night. He's a bitch. And I'm saying, can you dig it? Can you dig it? He's
Can
a
you dig it?
but like seriously though.
So it sounds like you're saying Karl Anthony Towns is going to have the worst performance in the playoffs. You think?
Yes, you get it. You get it.
I see. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm on it.
no,
Yeah.
but yeah, pretty much. He's trash because like okay, so we talk about Jason Tatum's playoff performances. Cat be averaging points, but you don't really hear about it. Like, was anybody like, "Ooh, Cat in the playoffs last year"? Everybody was just like, "Ant," like last year. Um, out of the three, the other two get hurt a lot. Uh, Jason, Tatum, Jason Tatum's on the court. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
another reason. Julius and Cat don't they don't make it through seasons. Like one thing that Julius does have over Cat is he ain't got Tibbs as his coach. So he might still have the back wheels on this 18-wheeler by the time they get to the playoffs. Even though Cat probably gonna have like 4 wheels left. So we gotta see who's healthy too going in there. But let's play everybody's healthy. I like statistic wise, I know this, I'm all over the place, y'all. But statistic wise, I'm gonna give it to Jason Tatum because he plays on the number 1 team in the East. He's the number 1 option on the team. So he's, more than likely gonna be a higher scorer than the other two. But like I said, the person who has the most impact on their team, I think, will be Julius, just off the fact of how he's been playing. He's been consistently 16 or better for the last couple of games. So Cat is all over the place. He's inconsistent and he's a softie. And Embiid ain't came back yet. He still hasn't seen Porzingis. He said when it's time to go play them big dudes that's big like him.
Yeah.
And from what we've seen, he's been like just average against dudes his size. So we gonna see.
Great points, bro. Great points. The best for me, who's going to play the best? Well, my prediction is okay. You remember after Kobe, after Bron got his first one, after Steph got his first one. Remember after Dirk got his ring. The confidence they had when they came back, that killer mentality, like it was like a light switch click. Like I know how to get there now. I was saying that about Jason Tatum these first 5 games. I was like, okay, it clicked. He got that killer mentality. And I started looking at it. I was like, wait a minute, who they playing? All right, yeah, they played the Timberwolves, but Timberwolves still trying to figure shit out. But then they played some other stars, and I mean they won the games. But I noticed something when the game was on the line. He got him in the overtime, and in overtime he was missing free throws and he was missing shots, and then it was like he started doing that fadeaway shit. I'm like, oh, he's still something ain't right inside when the pressure is on. It still ain't there, even though he won a ring. It's not, the confidence ain't there. The testicular fortitude ain't quite there yet. So I'm wondering when the playoffs hit, yeah, I think he's on the best team, so they're going to do well. But I'm looking at Karl Anthony Towns because if he don't play well, he might not get another contract like the one he got. He has no choice but to be the second option for the New York Knickerbockers. Now, the lights is bright. There's some honorary fans out there. Boy, you better play well because Jalen Brunson know how to play with the pressure and everything, with the bright lights on the Tibbs and everything else. Boy, you better play. You better show up. You better give me at least 28 and 12. At least. This is New York. They are starving for another chip there, boy.
And y'all was one round away from last year, and they pretty much traded for you, and you supposed to be that guy, the Patrick Ewing, pretty much.
Bruh, you supposed to be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
That guy.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Jalen Brunson, y'all got Michael Bridges, y'all re-signed OG.
Mm-hmm.
Man, y'all, the expectations is up here.
Mm-hmm.
But me, looking at it, it's championship or bust.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all better do it. Y'all better beat Boston. Porzingis bet not be able to guard your ass. Pause. But Julius Randle on the other side, I'm looking. Julius Randle got all the heart in the world. He ain't gonna back down for no challenge. We saw him step to KG, like do something. He played with Kobe. However, Anthony Edwards added a three-point shot. He got to work with KD in the Olympics. It's very clear. This boy taking 13 3 points a game, and he's shooting damn near 44%. It's freaking scary right now. You still can't go right, Julius. You still can't go
Can't
right.
go right. That's we keep forgetting the nickname. Can't go right. You gotta.
I was getting to it. I was getting to it. You even got the nickname from the Leave It on the Court podcast crew. Can't go right. And I'm still looking at the damn game, your ass pump fake, and they giving you the right hand. You won't take it. Bro, I don't.
Bro,
Pet
I
peeve.
don't get it, bro. I couldn't look.
Pet peeve.
I want to know, cause just to say, what are you doing on your off days, bro? What are you
doing?
Your actual job is basketball.
Yes, bro.
What is wrong with being the best at everything? If you're gonna freak around and be on the court, why not work on everything? Why not? Your trainer should tie your left arm to your shoulder. And every drill y'all do all summer, right hand, even shooting a jumper, everything, just so
Everything.
it comes so natural to you when you have to use it. That is just like if you was playing with your left.
Yeah.
Like
I want you to eat with your right. I want you to write with your right. I want you to drive with your right. I want you to dribble with your right. I want you to lay up with your right. I want you to float game with your right.
Baby with your right, bro. I think like things that are important that you got. Oh shit, I gotta hold on to her ass. Like,
bro,
you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like seriously, like, dude, like this is ridiculous. Just whenever a player can't do something, and in the NBA, that really that's one of my pet peeves. I hate the fact that you have all this time and money and all these resources and you can't do something, especially when you're like 7, 8, 9 years deep, but you're still fairly young. So you can still absorb a lot of things. And bro, you know how we rock, bro. We both, it's either way. If I get on this side, I'm going left. If I'm going on this side, I'm going right. You know how we rock. We used to have drills all the time where we, shoot this one, shoot this one, shoot this one. Like, you have to have a two-way game. It's so hard as being able to, when you get to the basket, I can go either way with this because you have to be able to, get away from it. That's what makes the Jordans and the Kobe's and stuff like that, because they jump up in the air and sometimes that shot ain't there. Well, it doesn't matter because I can shoot it. I can go to this side and still spin it off. Like, you know what I'm saying? And those things. But I will say this, though. According to some reports, he is going to his right better. Now, he's not doing it as often because it's something you gotta get used to or whatever. But I have heard reports that he is working on his right. You know what I'm saying? So as long as that's happening, we have some inkling of progress. But it's hard to the old dog new tricks when they so used to doing something. Like you say, if you catch a pump fake and he give you the right side and you still go left, that's just in your head. You just used to doing that.
So at this point, teams know how to guard you. And the reason why we mention these three names because JT didn't play well in the playoffs. He didn't get the Eastern Conference MVP. He didn't get the Finals MVP. Karl-Anthony Towns had a horrible shooting match against
Mavericks.
the Mavericks. My fault. And Julius Randle had a historically bad playoff run before he got injured. So that's time, bro.
Oh, okay. Damn, these hours be flying by. Well, bro, I love you. You know what I'm saying? It's always
Bro.
talking to you, you know what I'm saying? I like to thank everybody who showed up, everybody that participated in this chat. T Streets Will, you know, it's always love. Y'all know y'all is some of our #1 fans, so we appreciate y'all showing up. T Streets, gotta have you back up here soon, my dude. I need everybody to go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, share. Make sure you go to the Instagram or catch us on this every Saturday, 6 o'clock. Make sure you check us out on TikTok for the shorts, also YouTube shorts, and be looking out for that good giveaway we got going on. But up until then, until next Saturday at 6, man, best game.
That is gang.